Welcome to Little Explorers ABC Edition. What letter will we explore today? Get ready, because here we go! Hi guys, welcome to the ABC edition of Little Explorers. We're going to start exploring a different letter every week. So let's start with the ABC song. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? What letter do you think we'll do today? Today we're going to talk about the letter Q. Quentin Quokka's Quick Questions by Barbara deRubertis. Quentin Quokka was always asking questions. Quick little questions, quiet little questions. Questions, questions, questions. Quinton asked Mama and Papa lots of questions. If you squeeze a squash, is it squishy or squashy? If you tickle a worm, will it squiggle and squirm? Quinton asked even more questions at school. I have a quick question, he would say. Alpha Betty, his teacher, would smile. You ask a lot of questions, Quinton, but they're good questions. One day, Alpha Betty took her class to the aquarium. A guide pointed out a squid in a big tank. Of course, Quinton had a question. Do squid really squirt ink? He inquired. Just then, a big fish started chasing the squid. Quick as a wink, the squid squirted a cloud of inky black liquid. Then it squiggled away and hid. Quinton giggled. I think the answer to my question is yes! The next week, Alpha Betty took the class to visit Queenie Quayle's quince jam factory. Queenie showed the class her quince trees, and she showed them how to make jam from the fruit. Quinton stood close to Queenie so he could watch the pot of jam cooking. I have a quick question, he squeaked. Is quince jam supposed to smoke? Quack, said Queenie when she looked at the pot. We must add more liquid. Quinton quickly filled a quart jar with water, and Queenie poured it into the pot. The jam hissed loudly. When it quieted down, Queenie added some spices. She tasted the jam and smiled. I think we've just created something new, she said. Our first pot of Quinton Quokka's smoky quince barbecue sauce. Then came the most exciting day of all. Quincy Quoll's world-famous quart jar quartet was coming to visit Alpha Betty's class. Quinton loved the quartet songs, especially the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie. Alpha Betty had a request for Quinton. The quartet can't spend much time with us today, so please try not to ask questions. Just listen and enjoy the music. Quinton nodded. Suddenly, Quincy Quoll banged the door open. Are you kids ready to boogie? He boomed. Yes, the class squealed. The quartet quickly set out their quart jars. They added water up to a mark on each jar. Then they tested the tones of the jars by tapping them. Ping, pang, bong. Quinton had lots of questions, but he kept quiet. Finally, the quart jar quartet put on fancy jackets covered with sequins. They picked up their sticks, and Quincy Quoll said, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. The quartet sticks were flying. The music rocked as they struck the jars. This made the jars shiver and shake and made the liquid quiver and quake. In fact, everything was quivering and quaking. Suddenly, Quinton jumped up. I have a quick question, he squeaked. Are we having an earthquake? The quartet stopped playing, but the quivering and quaking did not stop. Drop cover and hold on, said Alpha Betty. Quickly now. The class ducked under their desks. The quartet squeezed under their tables. They all held on to something. After a few moments, the quaking quit. Everything was quiet. Alpha Betty said, it's safe to come out now. The earthquake is over. We're lucky it was a small one. Quincy Quoll came over to Quinton. Who is this quick-thinking student, he asked. Alpha Betty smiled proudly. This is Quinton Quokka. He always asks the best questions. Now I have a question for you, Quinton, said Quincy. Would you like to request a song? Oh, yes, said Quinton. Please play the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie. Quincy Quoll grinned. Excellent choice. The quartet grabbed their sticks and Quincy said, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2. One quick question, Alpha Betty interrupted. Quinton, can you teach us how to do the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie? Quinton beamed. You bet I can. The quartet started playing a wild boogie-woogie, and Quentin and Quokka sang and danced along. Make your arms squiggle and wiggle, make your legs shiver and shake. Do the boogie-woogie like you're in an earthquake. Squiggle, wiggle, woogie. Soon everyone was doing the squiggle, wiggle, boogie, even Alpha Betty. Afterwards, Quentin and Quokka had one last question. Could we please do it again? You have been listening to Quentin and Quokka's Quick Questions by Barbara deRubertis. Hi guys, we've been playing with a lot of instruments over the last few letters, and today we're going to combine them all. So I want you to grab your instruments from wherever you keep them hidden at home, because we're going to have some fun with them today. This one's called Old MacDonald Had a Band. Are you ready? Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in his band he had a shaker egg, with a shake, shake here and a shake, shake there. Here a shake, there a shake, everywhere a shake, shake. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. And in his band he had some rhythm sticks, with a tap, tap here and a tap, tap there. Here a tap, there a tap, everywhere a tap, tap. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O, and in his band he had a cowbell with a ring, ring here and a ring, ring there. Here a ring, there a ring, everywhere a ring, ring. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O, and in his band he had a scarf with a swish, swish here and a swish, swish there. Here a swish, there a swish, everywhere a swish, swish. Old MacDonald had a band, E-I-E-I-O. I hope you had fun playing with all our instruments today. My Cue Sound Box by Jane Moncure. Little Q had a box. We'll find things that begin with my Q sound, she said. I'll put them into my sound box. Little Q found quilts. Quite a lot of quilts. 2 quails watched her quietly. Little Q folded the quilts. She filled her box with quilts. There was 1 quilt left. Little Q wrapped the quilt around herself. I can be a queen, she said. Just then Little Q met a real queen. If you want to look like a real queen, you must have a crown, said the queen. So Little Q found some quarters, quite a lot of quarters. She counted her quarters. How many did she have? Little Q took the quarters to the store. Little Q bought a crown. The 2 queens played until they were quite hungry. Little Q found a quart of milk and some quince. Then she and the queen ate lunch. Little Q put what was left into the box. Then Little Q said, "It is late. It is time to go to bed." "No, no," said the queen. "A real queen must have a queen's bed." Little Q looked for more quarters so that she could buy a queen's bed. She looked and looked, but she could not find any more quarters. Then Little Q saw her box with all the quilts inside. "I will turn my box into a queen's bed," she said. Little Q put a quilt on top of the box. "Now we can go to bed," she said. She jumped into the box. "No, no, no," said the real queen. They quarreled and quarreled until 9:15. Then the real queen was so tired of quarreling that she quit. She got into the box with Little Q. They pulled up the quilt and went to sleep. Little Q's word list: quail, quart, quarter, queen, quilt, quince. You've been listening to My Cue Sound Box by Jane Moncure. Hi guys, this one's called Monkey See, Monkey Do. Can you do the same as me as we do it? Ready? The monkey stomp, stomp, stomps his feet. The monkey stomp, stomp, stomps his feet. Monkey see, monkey do. The monkey does the same as you. The monkey claps, claps, claps his hands. The monkey claps, claps, claps his hands. The monkey see, monkey do. The monkey does the same as you. The monkey covers, covers, covers his eyes. The monkey covers, covers, covers his eyes. Monkey see, monkey do. The monkey does the same as you. The monkey jumps, jumps, jumps up and down. The monkey jumps, jumps, jumps up and down. The monkey see, monkey do. The monkey does the same as you. Little Quack by Lauren Thompson. Mama Duck had 5 little ducklings, Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. They all lived together in a nice, soft nest. But even Mama's littlest duckling was not so little anymore. "It's time to leave the nest," she said one day. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called. "Paddle on the water with me." The 5 little ducklings squeezed close to the nest. "No, Mama, no," they cried. "We're too scared." "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." All at once, Whittle felt very brave. She jumped into the pond. "Splish! Look," she cried. "Look at me." Now, 4 little ducklings snuggled close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no, we're too scared," cried Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." Then Waddle felt very brave. He plopped into the pond. "Splash! Hooray!" he cried. "Hooray for me!" Now 3 little ducklings clung close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no. We're too scared," cried Piddle, Puddle, and Little Quack. "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." Then Piddle for a moment felt very brave. She wiggled into the water. "Sploosh! It's fun," she cried. "It's lots of fun." Now 2 little ducklings cuddled close in the nest. "Come, little ducklings," Mama called again. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no. We're too scared," cried Puddle and Little Quack. "You can do it," Mama said. "I know you can." At last, Puddle felt very brave too. He leaped into the water. "Sploosh! Wait," he cried. "Wait for me." That left just 1 little duckling in the nest. Just 1 little Quack. "Come, little duckling," Mama called once more. "Paddle on the water with me." "No, Mama, no," cried Little Quack. "I'm scared. I'm just too scared." "You can do it," Mama said. "We know you can," said Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, and Puddle. Little Quack looked at the water. He sniffed the water. He touched the water with his foot. Could he do it? Did he dare? Suddenly, Little Quack felt just brave enough. He closed his eyes, then splish, splash, sploosh, sploosh, into the water he plunged. "I did it," he cried. "I really did it." "I always knew you could," Mama said. Then off they went, 5 little ducklings, proud as can be. Whittle, Waddle, Piddle, Puddle, and brave Little Quack. You have been listening to Little Quack by Lauren Thompson. Hi guys, thanks for joining us for the Little Explorers ABC edition, letter Q. We hope you had an unquestionably good time today. We started off our day with Quinton Quokka's Quick Questions by Barbara deRubertis, published by Kane Press. Boy, that Quentin had some great questions, and didn't he help save the day with his questions? But my favorite was the boogie at the end. I hope you got a little boogie in you after you read it. Next, we read My Q Sound Box by Jane Moncure, published by Child's World. We learned all about queens and quilts and quills. I hope you can find something around your house. Q is a tough letter. Do you think you have something around your house that could start with the letter Q for your sound box? And lastly, we read the book Little Quack by Lauren Thompson, published by Spotlight. I love that Little Quack works so hard to get his courage up, and he has a great reward at the end. I hope you find something that you can really work hard at and be proud of and get that sense of accomplishment like Little Quack did. Lastly, we are going to write the letter Q, the big letter Q and the little letter Q. Are you ready? They're very different. So the big letter Q is a big circle with a little line at the bottom. And the little letter Q is a little circle, and we're going to draw the line down and around. Hi guys, thanks for joining us today for the Little Explorers program. If you are following along at home with your letter map, we are going to color in the letter Q. And I have chosen green to color in my Q. I hope you had a great time today, and we'll see you soon.